I was involved in a road traffic accident in 1976 and I broke my neck and my back. So I'm a high-level tetraplegic of C3-4 level and I'm paralysed totally from the neck down. After my accident, I was home 15 months and then I became a single parent. My husband left and I was then faced with how was I going to bring my two children up being paralysed totally. So that's where I became very, and always have been 100%, dependent on care and people to help me live independently. I lived in Luton. I'd been in my house for 42 years and then my youngest son emigrated to Canada, so I felt it was time to move closer to my brothers and sisters who live over in Milton Keynes. So I sold my home and moved here in November last year. That was why I moved over here. I was very anxious about the transition, coming from one area to another, and especially with new district nurses, a new GP, a practice, when I'd been with my own doctor's practice ever since I was 20, so for many years. But I found the transition very anxious for me. It was quite stressful, but all in all, they were very good over here. And I've really only got positive things to say about the actual move when it comes to the transference of my care from Luton to here. You know, when I moved here, I didn't know anybody. So it was a whole new ball game for me. But the senior nurse in Luton, I think, contacted Celia, the nurse at the Sovereign Centre, the senior nurse, and in turn I contacted the Sovereign Centre a week before I moved here, and then Celia came in to see me, and then the district nurses started coming in, and I have two regular ones, Liz and Lynn, and they're brilliant. You know, they've learnt. I think for me the worry was my bowel, being doubly incontinent. I've never had many bowel accidents, and also my skin. I needed my skin carefully checked, as I've had operations with pressure sores, and I don't want that because it means I'm stuck on my bed for months and then in hospital for a long while. So my dependency on good nursing care with all of it was utmost in knowing that my care was going to be good when I came here. Also, I have young carers live in, and the nurses teach them how to do my bowel and how to manage a lot of my care. So it's a teaching aspect as well for me and for the new girls that come and live with me who are only young, but they do a rota system, and so there's always one working with the district nurse in the morning. They hold me while the nurse evacuates my bowel. And then she teaches them how to do the bowel evacuation and all the bladder care in case, like at weekends then, if I want to get up a bit later or a bit earlier. And also if I go away, I've got people that know what they're doing. But that's through, again, the help of good district nursing, which Lynn and Liz do are very good. I get a bit anxious if it's somebody that comes in that doesn't know my bowel, but now I think Liz and Lynn, and also Celia, they make sure that the person that's going to come in knows how my bowel works. They listen to how I wanted my care done. Really, after having been like this for many years, I know how I want my care done. And also, it's only with looking after myself that I've hopefully kept good health and also with good care. But I always ask them every morning if I've got a beautiful backside and my bum's good, and if I had a good bowel result, and if my skin's all good. And they laugh, but yeah, they're very good there. If they see a pink mark or any kind of skin blemish, they point it out to the carers that live with me and tell them what needs to be done. But anything really that I've had a problem with, I've asked, and if they've not known, they've looked into it. I found out about continuing healthcare through ringing the Spinal Injuries Association to see if there was any help I could get, because everybody we spoke to said, no, you can't get any help at all. I did speak to Liz the next morning, my district nurse, and she knew of it, and she said she would help me fill in and complete all the forms, and indeed she has. She's been brilliant. I feel that if there is anything that is giving me anxiety and worry that I definitely can talk to Liz and Lynn. I feel that they're good, they're very responsive, and they do listen. And I feel that my relationship with them is built up to be perhaps a little bit more than just a patient nurse, in that I always try and be polite, and I thank them for what they've done for me, and I've got a great respect for them, and I feel they have for me. I think it's a mutual two-way thing, really. I think we can all learn from each other, and certainly if I feel that I'm in the wrong, then I would accept that, but I have found them very supportive, particularly as I've only known them for such a short period of time.